In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the EQ that I never hear anybody talk about and let you know how it could work best for you. Hey guys, I'm Tyler and you're watching the TJS Bass channel. First things first, I just want to say a massive thank you to anyone who has subscribed so far. I hit 1k over the last couple of weeks. I've been away in America, so there hasn't been any content coming out. But yeah, the channel crept up all the way to 1k and it's still going over that. So thank you so much everyone who's subscribed already and is part of the channel family. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Check out all my other videos. Check out the kind of content I make. Really thorough gear reviews and just lots of chat about gear and bass in general. If that sounds like something you're interested in, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. So as I said in the little snippet at the start of the video, I want to talk about the EQ that no one ever talks about, and possibly as well kind of unmask one of the mystiques of the bass world, and that EQ is really these. You hear it all the time, people say about, oh, it's all in the hands, it's their hands, they just sound like that. And it really is definitely a truth. I have a certain sound. Go and check out all the review videos I've done, and there's a certain sound to the way I play. Even with different techniques, I think I kind of have a sound, and that comes from these. But there's more than just these on their own, and I think that's the bit that people don't really go into much. If you go to any of the educational bass YouTubers out there, they're going to talk about the hands and the fingers and how important they are and how everyone has their own sound. And while that's totally true, there are different things you can do with the hands and how you use them in order to get different tones from the bass. The bass and how you play the bass first is the most important thing. And it's not just biological, it's not just, oh, this person has particularly fat fingers or stubby fingers or they've played for years so they have really hard calluses. There's more to it than that, and I think everyone can get a variety of tones based on how they're playing, and in many ways those can actually be what people are looking for in a sound. People go and buy pedals, they go buy EQ pedals, they buy compressors, they buy things that are going to shape their tone, but really you could probably get away with shaping a lot of your tone just by using the hands. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how you do that and how you can get different sounds by using your hands in different areas on the bass. In order to create that EQ and really give you different sounds and a variety of sounds. For if you're on a gig, you can change it up. You know, you want a Motown sound, you want a Jaco Bridge kind of sound. You can do that with the hands. You don't need to have different pickup setups. You don't need to have different active electronics in your bass. You don't need different amplifiers. It's just about how you're playing and where you're playing. So let's just talk about the fundamentals of how this EQ works. For me, there's two elements to this. There's the velocity with which you're attacking the string, and then there's also where you're attacking the string. Much like when you change your intonation, you make the strings longer and shorter. In many ways, when you're attacking the string in a different place, you are changing the length of the string and how it's going to react. If you've played the bass for a while or considered it, the bass has different areas of tension all across the body. So right here up against the bridge, it's a lot tighter. There's a lot less movement of the string, and as you come here towards the neck or over the neck, there's a lot more movement of the string. And that's going to be the first way I'm going to just show you how that changes the sound. So I'm just going to play an E, and I'm going to move my hand all the way from the back of by the bridge, all the way up to the neck, and then back again to the middle. So let's go with that. So there you can hear, as I come towards the bridge here, there's a little bit less bass, there's a little bit more attack, and a bit more mid-range and top end, I think. As I come here towards the middle, over the neck pickup, is where you're getting kind of a nice balance of the two. That's generally where I like to play. There's enough definition on the note there that you can definitely hear what's going on, but there's also plenty of bass. And then as I come here over the neck, I'm playing right over the 19th fret there, which is an octave of the 7th E fret here, which kind of gives you also a subby tone to it as well. If you listen, you're getting a sub harmonic fundamental under there as well, but a lot less definition. that's the first element, is just where you're placing your finger, and that's changing the timbre and, to be honest, the EQ, how much bass, how much mid and how much treble is coming across. The next element is how hard you're attacking the string. There I was probably kind of a medium velocity, maybe slightly lighter up towards the end of the neck, but I'm just going to give that a little bit of a demonstration too. So I'm going to attack the string really lightly and then attack it hard and then move across light and hard again. Hopefully you can hear the difference there. With a bit more of attack, I'm getting a lot more mid and treble, the bass isn't really ringing out so much. When I play with a lighter touch, the bass frequencies really ring out, but you don't get quite so much definition and attack. If I was to put that into an EQ perspective, by boosting the mid around the kind of 800 Hz or 1K and the treble on an EQ, and then taking back a little bit of bass, that's effectively what I'm doing by putting my fingers further back towards the bridge and playing harder. And then if I'm putting my hands right up towards the neck and not playing so hard, quite a light touch, I'm really boosting those bottom frequencies, say kind of like under the 300 Hz range, and taking off a little bit at the top end and that definition that you get from there. I think this EQ, as I like to call it, is really important on something like a jazz bass, but it applies to all basses. But with a jazz bass, you get that extra little bit of attack from having your fingers right over the pickup. They're really going to translate those sounds as the attack is so close to the pickup itself. And then the same with the neck pickup. The neck pickup's going to capture more of the vibration of the string because obviously it's not quite as tense there. The string can move more while you're playing. That's going to increase the amount of bass and resonance that the pickup hears in its translation of the sound. I'm just going to play you a little bass figure and show you the difference it makes. Watch the right hand and how I'm moving from over the neck pickup for the softer, bloomier sound, and then moving to the bridge pickup for that brighter, punchier little bit. So hopefully that's giving you an idea of how the different attack and the different positioning of the right hand can really help you get a load of different sounds. Obviously that hasn't gone into slapping or playing with a pick or anything like that. And the left hand obviously plays a really important part too. But hopefully maybe instead of grabbing that EQ pedal or sticking on an EQ, wherever you've got a foot switchable on your amp, you'll just consider perhaps, not investing in other gear for once, which is rare for me to say on this channel. But yeah, not investing in gear and just thinking about your technique. Where's that right hand? Where's your left hand? You've got a free EQ pedal right here. Just really make sure that you make the most out of that before you start investing in other pieces of gear. Hopefully that's been useful to you. Let me know in the comments below. Anything you want to see with the channel going forward, let me know. I've got a few ideas for different things, but I always want to hear what you guys think, so put it in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell to make sure that when I release content, you get it straight away. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you around soon.